Well, everybody, welcome back to Quiet Please. Yes, I am solo because my fantastic co-host, Kira Dixon, is gallivanting around Italy, still at the Winter Olympics, and she's left me all alone. Not sure why she trusted me doing that, but she has, and I will try and do her justice. But I'm sure she's having a lot of pasta, a lot of nice wine. She's commentating on some curling. She's saying she's working really hard, so I'm just going to take her judgment on that. But she's been sending me some videos and pictures, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually really jealous, to be honest, Kira. I'm desperate to commentate not only on Olympics, but especially a Winter Olympics. Now I'm a Colorado girl. So we're going to miss you, Kira, but thank you for trusting me in doing this solo intro before we get onto a very cool guest today for our episode. So this week was the PJ Tour, was the waste management. One of my favorite events, and I actually will say, I think it's become one of the favorite events for a lot of people, especially fans. It is known as the wasted management, which is justifiable, to be honest, because if you've ever, I'm sure a lot of you have obviously heard of the wasted management, or even I'm calling it the wasted management, but these men who go to this event get so drunk from the 16th hole. I think they get there at like 5. I think they open the gates at like 6 a.m. or something. Everyone just runs in like a herd of elephants and tries to get the best seat on the 16th hole. But honestly, if you have a little bit of spare time and you're scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, please just look up how drunk these men are at this event. It is actually quite scary. I mean, listen, I've had my fair share of drunken nights out, but I've never, ever been in a state that some of these blokes get themselves into. The hangovers must just be absolutely horrific. But I actually feel like it was a little bit more tame this year, to be honest. I feel there's definitely been previous years where it's definitely almost crossed the line, which, hey, look, golf is in the entertainment business. I'm all up for it. I think it's created a really cool event and the players are getting invested. We get really good fields at the waste management. I think they do a fantastic job running that event. And I think they've definitely tamed it down over the last couple of years, which probably needed to be done, but still. Entertainment value, 100%. Chris Goddard won. He won in a playoff against Hideki Matsuyama. Matsuyama bogeyed the last hole, unfortunately, but Chris Goddard, man. I mean, this is his 4th win on the PJ Tour, his 2nd this season out of his first 3 events. He is some player, I will say. And I was actually really impressed with him because he played with Scotty, obviously world number 1, first 2 days. I think he shot like an opening round 64 bogey free. Dude, I mean, if there's any sort of intimidation playing with the world number 1, he is not intimidated. So he's going to be one to watch this year. He seems like a really good lad as well. So well done to Chris. What a fun event to win, especially in that environment. That 16th hole must be, God, I'd be shaking like a leaf. I actually don't know if I could hit that shot anymore in that par 3. I definitely hit someone, actually. In fact, I'd probably chunk it. That's kind of my go-to at the minute, is a big fat chunk. So anyway, well done to Chris. And then this week we've got the AT&T. Actually one of Kira's favorite events. Pretty sure she's played in it. I think she's told me that numerous times. So I might have to fact check that. But it's such a fun event. It's a bunch of celebrities, obviously at the iconic Pebble Beach. So that's going to be really fun to look forward to this year. And as we're talking about Kira being at the Winter Olympics, we have to talk about Lindsey Vonn. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but what an inspiration she is. 41 years old, fit as a fiddle. Just, what she have, an ACL, torn ACL, went out, still wanted to compete. Obviously, everyone knows what happened. 13.4 seconds in, horrific crash. God, I hate that. Do you know what? I was watching it and I absolutely hate seeing that because you can hear, you can just hear the noise coming out of her, which was just, it's not nice to hear. But I think now she's fractured her left leg. Apparently she like hooked, when she was coming down, she hooked her arm on one of the gates and that's kind of what shifted her body and got her off balance. And I mean, when you're going 70, 75 miles an hour, there's not really much stopping you. So yeah, I mean, listen, I've always looked up to someone like Lindsey Vonn. I actually was lucky to meet her back in 2016. And she's just, I don't know, someone to look up to as a woman. I think she's that person. Gritty, balls of steel, doesn't give a shit what anybody else says about her. You know, I think she got a little bit criticized for trying to compete in the Olympics after the ACL injury she had a few days ago. But who cares? And this is what used to annoy me, actually. And I know I'm in the media space now, but I totally agree. I think you should 100% have your opinion as a journalist, as someone in the media. But I do think if you're going to be highly critical, and I've read some things like she should never have done this, like it's jeopardizing her body for the future, blah, blah, blah. You've never been in the arena. You know, you don't know what it's like to be an athlete. Like, we are built different. We have this mindset that, you know, I'm going to get it done. And you want to prove it to yourself as well. So I think for anybody, especially women, you know, she should be a huge inspiration. She's strong. Like I said, she's gritty, doesn't care. And I really do hope that she has a speedy recovery, because she's just, I would actually love for her to do like a motivational speech or something, and I would 100% go to it. I think she's just awesome. So, yeah, I just, it was really sad actually. Can you imagine if she'd have won gold or if she'd have won a medal? Oh my God, that would have been absolutely amazing. Anyway, thinking of her, and one of my friends, shout out to Laura Henry, she sent me a video of snowboard slalom. For those of you who don't know, it's basically ski slalom, but on a snowboard, right? But you're wearing ski boots on a snowboard, which is the only uncool thing about it, because as a snowboarder, that's just a no-no for me. But she said, why don't you try and do this in 4 years in the Winter Olympics and represent Great Britain? So that's at the back of my mind. I will see how much that progresses. I was actually looking into training and stuff on Sunday. So it is in the back of mind. I think it'd be a really cool story. I probably won't do it, and I definitely probably wouldn't be able to do it or even qualify. But I think it would be a really fun story and a really cool story if I did. So just to let everyone know, that is in the back of my mind. So if you see me starting to do some snowboard training with ski boots on, you know where my head's at. And in other news, big news in the Reid household this week, Kai moved into his big boy bed. So for those of you that don't know, so Kai actually has had his own room. He's been in his crib since about 4 months old, because my wife needs about 12 hours of sleep a night. Otherwise, it's just not worth speaking to her for the first couple of hours of the day. So he's always had his own room, and he's always been a really good sleeper, to be honest with him. But we wanted to move into his big boy bed. So he did great. He loves it. He loves having a pillow. He loves having sheets. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever. And he only tried to get out of his room once. We were in bed at about 10 o'clock the other night, and we heard these little pitter-patter of tiny feet coming across the landing. And it was for sure Kai. But put him back to bed, and he's done really good. So I just want to give a shout out to Kai. We're really proud of him. He's doing great in his big boy bed. And yeah, we were a little bit nervous about it. We heard some horror stories. So well in, Kai. And he has the best bed head in the morning now. Like, I don't know what he does on his pillow. I think I don't know what he's doing in there, but he's rolling around and his hair is all over the shop. So yeah, he's looking really smart for daycare at the minute. But shout out to Kai. Bless him. He's done a good job this week, the boy has. So proud of him. And this week, as we're on the Olympics, we have a very, very special guest. His name is Matt Hamilton. He is a curler. And I know what you're thinking. Curling's not that cool. Well, it is, because Matt Hamilton makes it cool. He's a bit edgy. He won gold medal back in 2018. He brings some swag to the curling industry, I should say. Yeah, he's not what you think as a curler. He was a fantastic guest, great insight into the sport as well. I learned a lot listening to him. And when he's not curling, he's out on the golf course in the summer. And before we get to Matt Hamilton, I think everybody's missing Kira, aren't we? So let's have a little bit of a check-in with our Olympic correspondent, Kira K. Dixon.
Hello, everyone. Coming to you live from Cortina, Italy, your Olympics correspondent, Kira K. Dixon. Hi, Mel. Miss you. Let's see here. Our USA mixed doubles curling team is doing really well, Corey and Corey. So make sure you guys watch some curling and support them. They are the first United States team to ever make it into the semifinals at the Olympic Games. So big deal. They'll have the opportunity to play for a medal. What else? I've been eating a lot of bread and meat, like a lot. And there's no, the only type of salad you can really order is just like lettuce and balsamic. So it's either lettuce and balsamic or pasta, which I'm not one to complain about, but, I need some more variety in my life. So I'm working on that. I think there's a sushi place. I actually might try that. I also wanted to update everyone on Shipsticks found my golf clubs that were lost in the ocean from New Zealand. They made it back. They have been delivered. My husband picked them up from the golf course. So I know everybody was really worried about that and concerned that I hadn't provided an update yet. Well, they have been recovered. All is well. I will be able to continue to play golf at this time. I am on day 9 of being here. So almost halfway through. It's wild. It's going by so fast. I will not be able to watch the Super Bowl, unfortunately. It's on at 12:30 tonight, and I've got an early start tomorrow morning. So we're not going to be doing that. But, they are playing in my home stadium, and it's not my team playing in my home stadium. So I'm a little upset about that. So honestly, I don't really need to see it. I'll catch the clips. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The one thing that I will miss is Super Bowl party food. I would love a buffalo chicken wing right now, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying watching the Olympic Games, and I will be here curling in Cortina. Bye.
Well, there she is. I will say, Kira, first of all, I have a few things to reply to this. One, the Super Bowl. You didn't miss much, darling. You didn't miss much at all. It was one of the most boring Super Bowls ever. The only fun thing about it was Bad Bunny. Great performance from him. A lot of energy. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. But the actual Super Bowl, me and Carly were saying, is this thing going to end? Because this feels like it's been going on for 3 days. So it wasn't the most riveting of games. Talking about snacks, though, I did make some buffalo chicken wings. Carly in the kitchen, made a jalapeno corn dip. That was pretty sexy. So we just did a little spread for us. So it was good. The best thing about Super Bowl is honestly the snacks. If your team's not in it, it's all about the snacks. Talking of snacks, Kira, just embrace the pasta. Just embrace it. Embrace the bread, the pasta, carbs. You're in San Francisco, you're from San Francisco. Obviously you want some sushi, but hey, just embrace it's healthy. It's so healthy for you in Italy. They don't put any crap in it. Just embrace it. And bit of salad here and there, bit of tomatoes, that'll do. Balanced diet. And listen, great news on the curling. We've actually been watching a little bit of it because we want to catch you, Kira. We just miss you so much. But you're doing a fantastic job and keep it up. And can't wait to have you back on the pod. Miss you. Bye. And now we've had a nice little catch up with Kira. We're going to go to our guest, Matt Hamilton. I hope you guys enjoy it. And here he is.
Welcome back to Quiet Please. We have a really special guest today in honor of the Olympic Games that are happening right now in Milan Cortina. So please welcome Matt Hamilton to the show, 2018 Olympic gold medalist in Pyeongchang. Yeah. Matt, in curling, which is, of course, the sport that I am going to be covering at the Olympics. And so it's actually funny, though, because I met you through golf, which we'll get to your golf game. But we were just talking about how every 4 years life gets crazy around this time, and what's it like to see the cycle come back around and everybody get excited about curling?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, curling only gets its fair exposure every 4 years. So that's kind of like a bummer because I'd love it if it was on like all the national and world championships were on television like every year. So at least there's something. But yeah, curling always seems to pop off during the Olympics. I think it's because it's such a long game. Mm-hmm. Like we play a round robin of 10 teams. So that's 9 games that are 3 hours long each. So you've got quite the 27 hours of curling, and that's just men's. Then they have women's and then mixed doubles. There's just a lot of curling going on. So I think that's why it gets so much popularity, but And obviously it's so obscure. Like you got these people yelling at each other to like sweep in front of a giant stone, and you don't know why they're sweeping. They're just yelling because of it. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, and I love all the like exposure it gets. People come up to me and they're like, "You that curler guy?" So are you like the sweeper one, or did you push the stone and then you like get into curling and you get to talk about it?
You're like, well, I kind of do both, and la la la.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and if I'm in a rush, I'm like, I'm the sweeper guy, and then away I go.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matt. I probably only watched curling during a Winter Olympics. Kira's trying to get me into it a little bit more, but it's definitely just during a Winter Olympics is when I become a fan of it. But how the hell did you even get into curling?
Well, I live in Wisconsin, so I've got 5-6 months where there's snow on the ground and there's no golf to be played. So I had to find something to do with my time. So I'm from Madison, or the Madison area, like the burbs of Madison, and in my little burb, McFarland, they have the Madison Curling Club. So I grew up no more than 10 minutes away from the curling club, and Dad did it. He got into it and he invited me down to watch one of his like league games. And I don't know if you know this about curling, but if you're really beating someone up or you're really losing to somebody, you can just quit. You can be like, hey,
oh, can you?
We're not going to win. Like, reduce it. Yeah. Like in golf, you could be on like the 12th hole and say you got me by 10 strokes. I can just be like, we want to just walk back to the clubhouse. I'll buy it.
That would be ideal. I would have done that a few times.
Like you don't have to like continue the death march.
Right. Okay. So you can just kind of concede. Yeah, you can just concede.
Exactly.
Ultimately.
So I go to this game as a 12-year-old kid to my dad's league game, and his team gets absolutely waxed and they quit early. My dad comes off the ice and he's still like new to curling. He's like, wasn't that cool, Matt? And I'm 12 years old. Like I'm at the peak, like, you're not cool, Dad. And I was like, Dad, curling's lame. Like, you guys quit. You like thought you weren't good enough to come back.
What sport can you quit in?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? So basically, a year later, one of my good buddies, also my age, was like, hey, you want to try curling? I'm like, that sounds so cool, dude. So I just needed a peer and not my dad to introduce me to it. And then I played with him and I fell in love with it, got really good, and found myself winning a gold medal like 18 years later.
That's crazy.
How did you develop your curling persona? Like the shoes and the hair and the tattoos? Like that's very much a Matt Hamilton thing that I don't see any other curler doing.
Yeah, there's curling's just kind of a square sport, like I liked curling, but I always thought the conventional rules kind of like, I don't know, you see me on the golf course, like I wear the loud outfits because I think the stuffiness of attire and like, as long as you're playing the game with like with honor and like with merit that you're a fair player, I don't really care. You shouldn't care how people dress and perform said sport. So yeah, like I thought getting custom shoes were cool because curling shoes just look like dress shoes and those are lame. So I got myself some like either Dunks or Jordans and I played in those. And then the hair, that's funny you bring it up because two things. One, Dad always made me cut the hair short. So I was like, once I realized, once the old saying, like, if you're living under my roof, you'll follow my rules. Like that was Dad's saying. Like once I got out of there, I was like, I should try growing my hair out. And then, I got married. And then a couple years into our marriage, I was like, if I grow my hair out, she can't divorce me because of my haircut. Like that'd be so vain.
She already signed on the dotted line.
So like, I'm in the perfect spot now to start growing my hair out. And I was like, you know what? And that was after 2018. I was like, you know what? If we make it to the next Olympics, I can do something with that platform because I had no idea the kind of attention you got from the Olympics. Like people warn you and I don't know, I'm 20, I was 27 at the time. So I'm sure a lot of like younger people were like, whatever, I got it. You know what I mean? Like it's the Olympics. I get it, but I can handle it. Like you don't realize it's massive. And then when we won gold, so I like blew up and I was like, the next Olympics, if I make it, there is a platform to do good that's good for more than just me. So I decided to raise money to get it chopped off and donate it to like a wigs thing. It was called Wigs for Kids. So I decided I was going to raise money, and the money was going to a brain cancer research group called Stash Strong. They're based in New York. And then I was donating the hair to Wigs for Kids. So I was just like, that's a great opportunity to promote something I care about. And, you know, it's non-invasive. Like, everybody can agree that cancer sucks. So, like, no one's going to be mad at you for raising money for cancer and, like, growing your hair out. And the best part was when people were like, oh, he looks ridiculous. That hair, like, so unprofessional. There was people that would comment like, oh, he's growing it out to donate to kids with cancer, but enjoy being a weekend warrior on the keyboard. And I was like, troll. Yeah, it was great. It was like my anti-troll mechanism is I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I look ridiculous, but guess what? I'm raising attention for brain cancer research. Yeah. How do you feel now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I learned from round one that I was like, round two, we can counter the trolls. I was playing chess and not
use your powers for good.
Yeah. So that's why. And then again, I was like, well, I will just do that again this next go around. And I was gonna do like a charity thing where I had like 4 pools, and whichever raised the most money, that's the haircut I would get. And I went like full bald I was gonna do bald as an option, mullet, and like, yeah, all sorts of stuff to see. Just a new way to try and raise money and, you know, get some attention for myself, but also for cancer research. And yeah, I just, why not enjoy something and include helping people at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good for you, mate. Good for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is very cool. I'm just curious, like, what the curling culture is like. Like, you kind of tipped on it a little bit, saying it's a bit square. I would imagine it has a lot of similarities to golf, like very, you know, obviously golf courses, golf, can be kind of country clubby and a little bit stiff, and it's starting to kind of trend in the right direction now with, you know, modern, you know, attire and everything like that. You've got dunks now and things like that. But what is it like? Like, do you have like good banter with the boys and stuff? And because I saw as well that you went sleeveless as well in a recent tournament. Is that right?
Yeah.
You got a bit of shit for it.
We did. We certainly did. But again, like, I think most of the people were for it, but the ones who are against it are the ones that are very likely to like complain and make it vocal. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like you're right. There is a stiffness to curling. Believe it or not, it used to be cool. And then,
right, it's got stiffer.
Really?
Yeah. So,
that's interesting.
I mean, when it became an Olympic sport, kind of like golf with Tiger Woods, and like, because it really used to be like kind of a bar game. It was a bunch of average Joes who were like, yeah, let's have a beer after the game. And then like it became an Olympic sport and there was more money involved. So people started like golf, when more money got involved and stuff, they just got like ultra fit. And like, it's a good spot for the sport. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But as far as like where like the hyper competitive was still very social, and it's gone a little bit less social. I'm kind of like the last of the old guard because me and my team are all old guys. But not to say these players aren't like fun people or nice people. It's just, it's a different game now. It's a different atmosphere around it. So certainly it's nice that the attire is kind of loosened up a little bit. Like within the last couple years, this is now allowed on a curling rink.
Right.
It used to be banned for years, but now we can wear these hats. I know.
I think that's banned in golf.
It is banned in golf.
Oh,
in a lot of places anyway.
I can believe that.
Unless it's raining. Sometimes you see like Rory do the backwards hat if it's like blowing rain, wind, all that. Then it's acceptable somehow. But
just occasionally, and if you're Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, that too. I don't think they're gonna. The rules official. Excuse me, Mr. McIlroy. Could you please fix your hat? Oh.
So this is what I'm also curious about. Like, what's the training and stuff like? Is that what you're saying, that it's gone probably a little bit more serious because of the money and the hype and the popularity of it and stuff for the Olympics? Like, are the younger generations taking like proper good care of themselves, like athletes?
I mean, so I was always like into sports, so I would like go in the gym, but I wasn't like religious about it. And I would stay in shape from playing like other sports. I love like summer rec games and whatnot. So I I was always active, and especially leading up to the 2018 Olympics, but leading up to this one and even a little bit into 22, I was getting into my 30s, early 30s in the 22 one, and now I'm into my late 30s. And I just noticed, like, along with the kids taking it obviously way more seriously as far as like an athletic sport, like I was slowing down, and I had to like work even harder just to like maintain or keep up. So like these last couple years have been way more intense in the gym. It's a lot of like what I would call interval training, because curling's all about sweeping your hardest for like 25 seconds, and then you have like a minute to recover and then maybe shoot or do that 25-second sweep again. So that was, and then, yeah, it's like your standard like workout stuff. You know, I have chest and back day, shoulders and arms and leg day, right? Like, like most people who do a standard training. It's just, I think the different stuff that we mix in with like the rowers and treadmills to just maintain good cardio and trying to focus on recovery and like intentional breathing and stuff is important. And sweeping's become a bigger part of shot making. As you can get better at making ice, you can test sweeping techniques, and, you know, just before the 18 Olympics, different materials for broom heads. And we've obviously, like, the stronger you are, the more pressure you can put on the broom, you can create more friction. More friction makes the rock slide better. That's kind of like the gist of it. And then with the right technique, you can kind of make these little like tracks for a rock to follow, so you can make it curl even. But that requires a lot of strength. So that's part of the reason too. Yeah, and they curl it. Yeah, so that's part of the reason too that they have gotten so much more into like the physicality of it, because the ice has gotten better, and you can manipulate the rock better than you kind of used to be able to, or at least we didn't really know how. Even in 2018, we didn't have the same techniques that we have now. So it's an ever evolving game. They've been changing rules. 2018 rules are very different than the 22 rules, and the 22 rules there's one difference this year from those past years. So they keep making changes to try and make this game more fun and more rocks in play, a lot more sweeping, so a lot more physicality to it. So yeah, it's really good for the game. The game is better to watch now than it was in 2018.
Matt, if you were talking to let's say my friend Danielle that lives in Los Angeles, and she is admittedly probably not a curling lifer. You know, she's probably maybe seen it every once in a while, knows that it what it is, kind of. How would you explain the game to her?
Okay,
like in just like a very digestible 1 minute. This is what curling is. Go.
I'd say, hey, Danielle, I'm very glad you're curious about curling. And then I'd say curling is kind of a mix of like bocce ball or shuffleboard on ice with intense swiffering. And there's a lot of chess elements where you're trying to make moves, trick the other team into making moves that you want them to make. It's a very unique game. And then I'd say you try and get as many of your rocks closer to the middle of the rings than the opponent's closest stone. And I was saying that's curling in a nutshell.
Good job.
Yeah.
Done, Matt. Good job.
It's
very
hard.
good.
That'll be what we clip. That we'll put that on social media.
Yeah.
It's like, this is curling, Danielle.
Yeah, it's hard to really break curling down in a short synopsis because it's such a weird game.
Yeah.
Like you're on ice, so people are like, oh, so you got skates. It's like, no, we just got a like really slippery piece of plastic that we tape to our shoe. And they're like, both shoes? Like, no, just one of them. And we're gonna sweep a lot. Like, that makes sense. Back in the day, it was corn brooms.
Is that right? Well,
yeah, so like that broom you would use to like sweep your floors with the wide fan kind of, you know, they used to swing that like this in front of the rock. Yeah, they looked absolutely crazy. I couldn't imagine doing a sport like that. And they did that up till like the 80s. Yeah, bless my heart.
Really?
Yeah, curling was dumb.
I mean, honestly though, when I've watched curling, I think that obviously the sweeping is very impressive. One of the most impressive things to me is like you going down the ice, why are you sweeping and not falling on your ass? So you've got one shoe that's slidey, haven't you? And then you've got one that's got a bit of grip on it. Or is it just a normal is it a normal shoe?
No, we put like another, we obviously we call them gripper pods, but they're just like a softer rubber.
Okay.
So it kind of the ice isn't flat. Do you know that? Like it's not like hockey smooth flat.
So what is it? What is it? Is it down?
So what they do is they like flatten it super flat with like a giant razor blade on a lawnmower, essentially is what it looks like. And they scrape all the top of the ice off so it's flat. And then they take like a watering can and like make it rain essentially on the ice. They like walk backwards and then like sprinkle this water. So the water like hits it and it freezes in these like little bumps. It kind of looks like the surface of like an orange. You know what I mean? Like there's texture.
Oh, okay.
So that
Like a basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, like a basketball. So that texture, my foot with the soft rubber can like contour all the extra little bumps, which creates more surface area. And then with the rock, this solid flat piece, and it's riding on this like ring on the bottom of the stone. So like a very little bit of that rock is actually touching the ice. And then you have the bumps
concave.
to keep it off of it. Yeah, it's concave. So that creates less friction. So that's what actually makes it slide. If it was flat, like that rock wouldn't slide very good at all. Like it would, but it would come to like a really abrupt stop. But those tiny little bumps let it kind of just glide. That's why it looks so like graceful as it goes down the ice.
Oh, I never would have known that.
Yeah, no one ever like thinks about it. It's very different from like hot ice.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to be dead flat, smooth. You know, that's what it looks like on TV.
Well, I guess dead flat is correct. It is flat. It's just not smooth.
It's just not, okay, so it's just not smooth. Okay.
Yeah. Ridges would be bad. Little like hills. Yeah. You don't want to read it like a green, that's for sure. But reading curling ice does help for reading greens. I will say, I do think there's crossover.
I bet.
Golf.
I bet. 100%.
And I think it's mostly the curlers don't cross into golf very well, but golfers cross into curling pretty well. Because the skills from golf translate, but I don't think the hand-eye coordination from curling necessarily translates into golf. There's way more hand-eye coordination in golf. Yeah.
I feel like you have to have such great touch in curling.
But it's such small movements. You're right. It's great touch, but like it's kind of like a putt. That's why throwing a rock is kind of just putting. Little movements, right? Like I'm just kicking out a hack, but like my hand when I'm releasing it and throwing it, it's just a little pendulum swing. Like the full swing takes so much more coordination, hand-eye coordination than curling, for sure.
And how many days are you on the ice playing? Like, I guess I'm going back to the training again. Like, how many hours are you putting in a week on the ice?
On ice?
Yeah.
So I think it might vary from obviously person to person. You know, some golfers are crazier than others, and some curlers are crazier than others. And also, I think it depends a little bit on position. I play front end, which means I'm more the sweeper guy than the thrower guy, and it's more important for me to be like physically ready to sweep. So I'll practice. You know, I've got 2 leagues that I play in because I still love like the game. So I'll play in like leagues with my buddies twice a week, and then I practice probably 4 times on top of that. Okay. So, and the practice, since I'm so close, I'll do like an hour and a half throwing. So I don't think I'm too much over like 5-6 hours a week, and then probably another 5-6 in the gym. So like it's not like super, but like my teammate John Schuster throws every day. Like,
right,
he's a maniac, but his shots are. He relies on the shooting side of the game more than like I necessarily have to. My shots tend to be easier at front end, and I need to make sure his shots are made really well. So if I'm a good sweeper, I can do that for him. So he'd probably rather have me in the gym as well.
Yeah. So speaking of John, can you tell us the story of the rejects?
Yeah, that was a fun little media story. It was a spin for media. Like, were we rejected from the USA Curling High Performance Program? Yes. Was it like right before the Olympics, how they kind of made it sound? No. So the quad started in the 2014 to 2018. That's your Olympic window, just after Sochi. Me and John go try out to be a part of this high performance program. They're trying something totally new for curling. Everyone got to pick their own teams back in the day, and you form on your own, you disband and find other players, like however it worked. You got to choose your stuff. And then we'd play a tournament for who was the best. USA Curling decided we are going to pick the 10 best that are what we deem the best, because I thought they were wrong. We're going to take the 10 best, and we're going to put together 2 teams of 5. Me and John went and tried out, and we didn't make it. So John called me and was like, hey, you want to join me and my team of rejects in curling this year? It's like, yeah, absolutely.
And to give context, John has already been to multiple Olympic Games.
Yeah, he's already through 3, where he got bronze and then at a different position than Skip, and then not so great at 2 Olympics as the Skip. So that's obviously part of the reason I was like, yeah, I'll play with John Schuster. He's a multi-time Olympian already. It's like, this guy's got a lot of experience, right? So that 2014-2015 curling season goes pretty good for us. We end up winning the national championship, going to the world championships, and we get 5th. We lose the tiebreaker game to go in the playoffs. And the next year for the 2015-2016 season, we then were like the 3rd team in the high performance program. Like, we forgot one. I will say, though, I got an email, basically my rejection letter from the high performance camp that summer of 2014. And my reply email was like, hey, I know this wasn't like one person's choice to make. And I realize that, might not have had my best week, but I am looking forward to showing you how wrong you were for not picking me. And, we'll see. Thank you for the opportunity, but I can't wait to show you how wrong you were. Like, best, Matt. And
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Regards.
We won the gold medal, and the guy was literally in the room who sent me the email. I hopped onto my phone, found that email, and resent it to him. And he got
That's high level trolling.
Yeah, I mean, pettiness is what fuels me. I just love to pick something and be like, I make a mountain out of a molehill, and that's what I just focus on.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that a lot.
Use that pettiness for power and good.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that, to be honest. I quite like things like that. Entertains me. Yeah, entertains me. Right. So how did you get in the transition? Have you always been into golf, or have you got into it recently, or have you always just kind of loved it?
No, I don't know. I just I looked up to Dad when I was younger. I obviously still do, but he was in a golf league, right? And I always wanted to go. I'd be 8 or 9. I'm like, I want to go. He's like, it's men's league. He doesn't want to bring his kid. Even if they would let him, which I'm sure they would have, he would be like, oh no, you're too young to play golf. Basically he wanted to keep his hobby his own.
I was going to say, he probably wants a bit of alone time.
Yeah, finally he got me into it when he felt like I was strong enough to actually play instead of, letting me whack it 3 times for 100 yards. So, but yeah, Dad got me into it when I was young and I just played it. But my problem was I'm a very weird, ambidextrous person. It's I use both hands, but I don't do them when I think ambidextrous, I'm you can write with your right and you can write with your left and it looks great both ways. Mm-hmm. That is not the case for me. I'm either really good with one hand and crap with the other or vice versa. So when I play finesse sports like curling or writing, I'm right-handed. Even when it comes to tennis, I'm right-handed. But baseball, throwing a ball, kicking, I'm all lefty. So for me, with that baseball swing that I developed, I was right-handed kind of feels like I can control it better, but left-handed, I can hit that thing way farther.
Right.
And I chose, I'm going to go with the distance route.
Obviously.
That's interesting.
For years, trying to hit the ball as hard as I could, left-handed. So I'm a left-handed golfer now. And I just started realizing, like, you don't have to swing hard. You just have to hit it in the sweet spot. And it'll go just
You
as
just
far
gotta be
as like
consistent.
a heel shot with like a full
And
power.
it won't go off the planet.
It like blew my mind. Unfortunately, I was like 30 when I realized it. Even though my entire life growing up, Dad would say, like, you don't need to swing that hard. You don't. Dad, watch this.
It's not as fun though, is it? When you don't swing as hard. It's way more fun when you try.
I like getting invited to scrambles because I can hit it past everybody.
Are you still using
we
your
used my drive again.
Yeah. Are you still using your gold medal as your ball marker?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah. I mean,
Wouldn't you use it as a ball marker your whole life?
Mate, I would just wear it constantly. I would never take it off. I would just any opportunity.
This is just a hunk of metal. Like, it serves no purpose sitting in the drawer all day. Like, it might as well have like a task. It's a ball mark on the course. And, not always. Only when I'm in someone's line and I'm trying to flex on them.
Right.
I'm not going to be 60 feet away with no one behind me and drop the gold medal. But if I hit one to 12 feet and you're 24 and I'm right in your line, you better believe I'm going to drop that. Oh, need me to move that?
Oh, do you need me to mark that? Move that? Yeah.
What are you thinking about? One medal to the right? Just
exactly.
Yeah, just flex on them. Like, what's the point if you don't?
So do you just keep it in your golf bag? Or do you take it out of the golf bag just in case?
Oh, here's the thing. That's the best part about golf. You hit that shot, even if I'm, 20 yards away, I still got to walk up to the green. Like, it's in the golf bag. I'll make sure I have it in my pocket. It won't stay there the whole round. But if I see I hit one where I might have to mark for you, I've got time to pull it out. So, it'll come in the golf bag every once in a while.
Where does your medal live outside of the golf bag?
The typical Olympian trope. You throw it in your socks and underwear drawer because who's stealing your socks and underwear? Nobody.
Just want to look at it every day. It's the drawer you open the most.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Like, again, like, especially this time of year, I have opportunities to go do meet and greets. I just did like a local trivia night with other like Wisconsin athletes, and we got to like walk around and like try and raise money for this charity event that we were doing. And I brought the medal out. Like, why not? It's $5 for the answer, $10 for the answer, and a picture of the gold medal. Raise some money for charity.
There
that's
you
the UW Carbone Cancer Center for anyone that's wondering out there.
Is curling expensive to play?
Not really.
Like, how much is a curling stone? Like, I'm just curious, and I'm curious how many you have.
Well,
in
I don't
your
think you have your own stone, right?
Oh, you don't have your own
club has
stone?
stones.
No, I have.
I don't think it's like a bowling ball.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Stones, but
I thought you became like emotionally attached to it. You were like, "This is my favorite one. It feels good. It feels right in my hand. I like the way it glides." I thought you could take it home. Is it just like a club?
Like, that was like 1800s when they were like loading up a wagon.
Right.
Like, for real. Like, they did have their own stones like way back then, but nothing that I've ever experienced. Yeah, so now clubs all have stones. Here's the thing with curling. Like, it's kind of like a golf club where you have a membership, which it's not even close to a normal golf club. So, like, feel fortunate for that.
Yeah. So
it's like, it's a way cheaper sport than golf. Like, you only need one stick, where in golf you need 15. And it's like for the highest end, like the one I'm using, it's $160. So it's not like outrageous, and it's what the pros are using. So
it's just a piece of plastic and foam.
$560 drivers. Right. Yeah, so you don't have to copy it in that way. The stones are provided. Like, my membership here in Madison's like $500 a winter, and it's great. They've got you can donate an extra like $100 for the year, and we have a tap wall. There's like 6 beers on tap.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, you get done with the
That's
game.
the thing I love about curling is it's built around beer.
Well, the original game kind of was. That's what they did, like, competitively. But now, like, that's what the league side of it is. And, like, there's events, like, when we go to tournaments, they're called, like, the tournaments or cash events or whatever. When you're just, like, an average Joe curler and you're going to, like, the next town over and go to their curling club, that's called a bonspiel. Great name. Great word. So they're going spieling. And they take all their equipment and you go bouncing around. It's like you have a drink with the other team. More often than not, there's like food, and like most of the time it's just like, here's a bunch of mixers and bottles on a table, like knock yourself out. Like, have fun.
Dangerous.
So that's what rowing is. Yeah, it's dangerous, but that's what it's about, is like the camaraderie of it. It's like you all play this niche sport and you all probably hate the winter, and that's why you're doing it, so you can like have something to look forward to as this world needs to warm back up. So curling, that's kind of the idea, is just like a camaraderie thing at like the grassroots level.
Mm-hmm. I think that sounds pretty awesome. I would love to give it a go. I would absolutely love to give it a go. Yeah, you give it a go, Kira.
Golfers
I threw
can
one
curl.
stone. Corey Dropkin showed me how to throw. Well, it was like 5 seconds, but at trials. And I immediately fell and busted my knee so hard. I had a giant black bruise on my knee for weeks.
Oh, Kira.
Throwing one stone, Matt.
Why did you fall sliding a stone?
Well, because I had braced
Because
all
it's
of my
Kira.
weight on the stone. Shut up. I braced all of my weight on the stone. So when I released it, I fell like a pancake, because you're supposed to keep yourself up. Apparently there's core strength involved. No one told me that part. So I just went down so hard, right all up to my knee.
See, I just think since you got such a quick crash course, there's it normally takes like a half an hour to get someone into like to be able to throw. So you just got a literal crash course. So I think you could do it. Yeah. I just think you need a couple other cracks and maybe a better teacher. Corey's great, but he obviously was rushing the job.
Shots fired. Yeah. It was at the end of the day. He had other things to do.
Like he was
I'm willing to
tired.
try again. I'm willing to put myself out there.
You've got some of the best ice in the world, not far from where you're at right now. So I would recommend trying.
I don't think they're gonna let me on that ice, Matt.
No. I don't think so.
Tell them I said you could. See how that goes.
Oh, okay, great. You got it.
Matt said it's okay.
They're going to be like, please go back to the place where you're supposed to be standing, ma'am.
Fair enough.
They're very strict. They're very strict at the Olympics about where media can be. So,
well, I think that's
ice for me.
understandable. It's quite a big sporting event.
Yeah.
I know, but it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
They
true.
would love
No,
to have
hang
me
on.
up
We're
there.
talking about Kira. No, this is actually very true. I apologize, Kira.
Yeah, you can sweet talk your way into it.
Oh, of course you could. Of course you could.
I don't know. This might be the limit of my charms.
Kira, you should try sweeping. I want to see you do sweeping.
That rock would just go in a straight line.
Honestly.
It would never.
It would
It's
just
not
hit your
going
brush.
anywhere.
Yeah. Call your own foul.
Yeah.
If you touch the rock, you need to call it.
Oh, I want to see. I want to
I
see that
burn
as
the
a
rock.
curling club.
Is
I wanna
that right? Is that the right
You burn
Yeah.
a rock.
terminology?
Yeah. If you touch the rock, you burn the rock. So
There we
Kira.
go.
you're ready. You're ready to cover curling.
I've been studying.
Nice.
I'm actually going to see after this if there's a curling club near me. I just moved to Colorado, Matt. We moved just
There
south.
is.
Whereabouts in Colorado?
Well, we're
In
near
Denver?
Fort Collins. We're near Fort
Fort
Collins.
Collins.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's definitely one. How far is Denver to Fort Collins?
Like 50 minutes to us.
Yeah. So I think there's one on the north side of town called Rock Creek Curling Club.
Okay.
I think it might be close to 40 minutes for you.
Okay.
And
I'm going to.
it might be one of the most beautiful curling clubs I've ever
Really?
in the U.S. for sure. Because it's got the
And they
mountain
have a
view.
great food situation and beer.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Perfect.
neat stuff in Rock Creek, so that's definitely
Okay.
worth the time.
I'll have a little look at that.
Mhm.
Where's the OG then for curling? You just said that you said it's one of the most beautiful in America,
Yeah.
but where's your favorite place to curl?
Where's the
Oh.
St. Andrews of curling?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Okay,
Where's
so
Augusta of curling?
the
Kira.
Granite Curling Club in Manitoba, in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Winnipeg is a fine city. It's really cold in the winter, so that's the problem with the Granite Curling Club is like the winters are frigid. But the club itself has been around since the 1800s. And when I say club, I mean the organization of a group of people that meet at this particular spot, like on a river, and played outdoor curling until they were able to build a facility next to the river and then figured out indoor curling. Like, this place has been there since like the 19-somethings. There's a history fun fact for you. And if you ever go, it's very interesting. They've got a list of all their like club presidents all the way back to like the late 1890s, right? And one of the club presidents, I should warn you, this is kind of sad. One of the club presidents
Kira cries quite easily. I'm just letting you know.
He took his family over to London and England to sail on the Titanic back.
Oh
No.
The kids and the wife, they made it, but the club president, women and children in the lifeboats, the president didn't make it. And it's sad. It's totally sad. But at the same time, that's how long this club's been around. It's like,
that's really cool story, though, isn't it?
It is a wild story. They're like, yeah, that club president, yeah, so wild. And that kind of blew me away.
That's crazy.
It's got 3 levels, and there's like pool tables on the far upstairs, at the bar on the second level. Like it's just old. It's awesome.
And it's just cool.
Club.
Yeah,
but like
just
honestly,
has that aura.
As far as like a beautiful club, the Japanese curling clubs, I
can imagine that.
They do some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And they have like protocols to make sure the ice is really good. So when you go in and you get like close to the locker room, you have to like get into like slippers, take your shoes off.
Ooh.
And then the hallway that takes you from the locker room now to the rink is only slippers or only curling shoes. So the ice is immaculate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Asahi on draft. Asahi is a little tap.
Yeah. But you
sushi
love
after the round or after the match.
Oh, Kira, stop it! You're making me salivate. The Japanese just do a lot of things right, don't they? It's the same with golf. The golf courses there are just awesome. I love going to Japan. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
one of my favorite places. It's very cool.
Yeah, and the Koreans.
Yeah, I actually I want to snow. I'm going off topic now. I want to snowboard there. That's like my number 1 bucket list is to snowboard in Japan.
You got to go up to Hokkaido, like Sapporo area, and then head north from there.
Yeah.
I think it's like the snowiest place on the planet.
That's right. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like the best powder ever. It's renowned for its powder. So,
yeah, but I think it gets like the most accumulation too.
Yeah.
It's
something crazy like that. Yeah, I think you might be right. But absolutely nuts. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've been to Hokkaido, and Sapporo is the biggest city on the Hokkaido island, which is that like big square at the top of the Japan chain islands. It was sick, and I was there like. It was actually prep for the Olympics. We were in 2018. We
no way.
went there for a week to acclimate to the time zone change. Obviously, so you're ready to compete when you get there. And yeah, it was an awesome week.
Oh, that's
Northern
cool.
Japan in the winter, it was beautiful.
Yeah, you're making me jealous. Yeah, it's definitely on my bucket list. Definitely on my bucket list. Do that.
So for people that are watching from home, I know you're good buddies with. You were mentioning earlier, curlers all know each other really well. It's a super tight-knit community. So what would you tell people watching from home about Team Casper, Team Peterson, and Team Corey that are going to be representing the United States in Cortina coming up here every single day of the games?
Yeah, absolutely. So you start off with Corey and Corey playing mixed doubles. Really good team and really good people. Both of them are super nice, super approachable, down-to-earth people, which is always, I guess, not surprising in curling, but like a lot of people like see athletes from the Olympics, and there's a lot of them. Like when you watch professional like basketball at the Olympics and the pros are there, like they're like superstars and they might big time you, but like a lot of the athletes, they're just regular people. Curlers especially, like we've got normal jobs. Like Corey's a realtor, Corey Dropkin. He sells houses when he's not curling. So they're all very down to earth. The Peterson team, they're all like, they've all got jobs, moms, a couple of them. So they're just like, curlers are so relatable and they're so much fun to like hang around with. And then Team Casper, they're just young, fun, like 25-year-olds, right? 26-year-olds. They just are in this amazing opportunity to like represent their country on a world stage, which is amazing for them. Like this is their first like real event. Like we played a couple of national world championships leading up to the 2018 game, so I had some experience with international play. These guys have very little international play experience, so I could see that going very well for them. And like, you know, you're kind of ignorant to the moment. You're just like, we're just curlers. We're just here to party and play really good. So I would look out for them. I think they're going to be a dark horse that people don't expect, who could be really good. As long as they aren't letting the moment be too big for them, which they didn't in the Olympic trials to get there. Like, I can't imagine that they would.
What kind of dog do you have?
I've got a golden and a golden doodle.
Oh, amazing. Look, say hi.
Hi.
Person that Grizzly is on her little bay window throne.
Oh,
They're surveying their kingdom.
Yeah. Protecting me from the dog walking across the street. With their owner on the leash.
Smart. Keep your head on a swivel.
You have to, these guys. Guys, that was a profound answer you just ruined.
So when's your next tea time, Matt?
Oh,
you
my
have to
gosh.
wait a little bit.
Yeah. Fortunately, one of my buddies put a golf sim in his basement, so I've been able to get some swings in. Yeah, he had built a house recently, and he was like, no matter what we do, we're making space for a golf sim. And it's amazing. It is so nice to go up there and hang out and watch football and play golf.
Yeah. Yeah, these things are so
I
cool
love
now.
that.
They're so advanced. The technology is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's just fun.
I'm using it a little bit to try and figure out like shots and stuff, but for the most part, especially like us Northerners that golf, just getting swings in the winter is awesome. And without like the sim, I would never just go hit into a net I don't really find the driving range that much fun.
No,
That's
it's not.
the other problem. Practicing for golf isn't as fun as like practicing curling. So like I enjoy practicing curling because I just played one-on-one against myself. I played a game, but like when you're out hitting balls at a driving range, like you have it feels more like a task.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yep, certainly a bit of a graft out there, especially when you try to stick winner.
So if I'm golfing, I'm like I'm just there to play.
To play the game. Yeah, as it should be. That's awesome.
Don't hit me up in the driving range.
You're a show up guy. Where's the first tee and what's the course record?
Exactly. And by course record, I mean course record in beers drank in 18 holes.
You see, Matt, this is why me and you need to have a tea time, baby, because
I'm not gonna
my
make any
vibe
course
now.
records. I'm just gonna, unless it's beers on the course. Mm-hmm.
So we used to have me and a few when I used to live in Jupiter, a few of us on the LPGA, we used to get together in the off season. And it was called the Transfusion Cup. And we used to play at a golf course. And for every transfusion you drank, you got a shot knocked off your score.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I proudly won it 2 years in a row. I paid a price. I paid a price for it for sure. But I won twice in a row. It's one of my greatest achievements is winning the Tranny Cup. So, I would love to have a game of golf with you. Yeah. I would love to have a game of golf with you. I think you're my kind of guy to play a game around with. So we need to make that happen.
Absolutely. I would be super down. So are you still competing on the LPGA?
No, I retired. I just did an Irish exit about a year ago. Didn't tell anyone. I just left. I didn't have a big sing and
now
dance.
She's a big time podcast host with me.
All right. So what's a big time podcast host have for a handicap? I want yours too, Kira.
Oh, so, well, I really don't play much. I've probably played 4 or 5 times this year with the boys, but last time I played okay, actually. I've had a golf day in Vegas and I actually did okay. I'm just starting to I've actually spoke about this on the podcast. I've obviously played professional for 18 years. So me, like you just said, me going to driving range now or doing a putting drill gives me the ick. But I'm just starting to think, I would quite like to go and hit some balls. So I think I'm definitely going to play a little bit more this year. But it's funny. I didn't miss it at all. And now I'm starting to get the itch again.
So in my opinion, golf at its best form is scramble golf. Like
it's the best, isn't it?
I love playing the game and it's great to score good, but like scrambles, you always score good. Your team, you're getting below par.
Or I like a shamble too.
Yeah.
When you still get to play your own ball in, but everybody feels like they did great with the drive.
So we play a scramble quite a lot in pro-ams, and it's a brilliant for us. One, because it's quick, right? And two, you always hit the best shot. But three, I feel like it actually brings, because sometimes it's the four men and women have never met before. And I feel like in a scramble, it kind of, you want to be a team, you kind of pulling for each other a little bit. So, and you constantly around each other. So yeah, I'm for a scramble, very much so.
Yeah, well, I saw one flaw in your logic there. You played Scramble Pro-Ams. And I've gotten the pleasure of playing Scramble Pro-Ams as well. And they are very different from your local club putting a scramble on with a bunch of amateur golfers. Because they put two people per hole, two groups.
Oh,
so holes will have 36 groups. Like a normal scramble is like 5 plus 6, almost 6 hours.
You're right. Matt, don't get us started.
Honestly. Mate, honestly. No, don't get started. We spoke about that a lot, how golf is just so long.
This is one of our core personality traits, is being angry about how long golf takes.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it's so long. Honestly, and we had to play proms every week. It's awful.
Yeah,
well, it wasn't awful. That's bad.
Like you're with your mates.
So that's true. Yeah.
Do you play T-box games?
What do you mean?
Like we call it poison or skulls. And
we play things like that, and we play like the banker and things like that. Yeah. When I used to play with the boys, we used to play like the 9-point game. So that was kind of and then we just have $5 each point.
Right.
Well, it depends on what I was playing. If I wasn't playing very well, I'd probably knock it down to $1. But if I was playing good, I'd knock it up.
This is a $1 day.
This is I'm like, boys. It's just it's just that point in the season. It's a $1 day, boys. Sorry. But no, we'll get a game for sure. I'd love that. Yeah. You can come as well, Kira. I'm not going to leave you out.
Well, duh. I just assumed it was.
You introduced us, and I'm now not going to invite you. So thanks for the.
I like when my friends become friends. That's great.
Yeah, you got my email. If you're ever in Wisconsin, look me up.
I'm
not going to say your email on the podcast because
it's brilliant.
I don't want people to email you, but or unless you want them to, that's fine too. But it's a great
it's fantastic.
Email for a girl. Let's just say it's like your AOL screen name, like your first ever screen name.
Oh, what?
Mine was Callie Cutie 123 or something like that. So it was
That's awesome.
Mel.
Classic.
I mean, I don't even act surprised anymore, Kira. That's just. I just know what you like now. I'm like, of course it was.
Whatever, I am who I am. But anyway, Matt has a great email address.
Yes. Yeah. Not that we're going to give it to you, but it's great. Very good.
Yeah.
You'll remember it.
All right, Matt. Yeah, well, I can say it right now. So we'll let you go, but I'd love if you just give us one quick. We didn't really talk much about your the actual experience of winning the Olympic gold medal. So just before we let you go, if you can give us kind of take us back to, because we're kind of like the underdogs. It wasn't exactly what everyone thought was going to happen. Then all of a sudden you walk away with gold. Can you, as emotional events pass, time goes on, and you kind of only start to remember certain things, what are the things that you remember about that time?
Well, I mean, the underdog part of it, we were dead to rights with 3 games left in the round robin. They were all must win because we were 2-4. So it's very interesting. Some people would really feel some pressure. We were honestly almost, relieved's not the right word, but it's we're in it now. We might as well just take chances and, go for all of the things, right? Go for it. Whether it's a hard shot, we have to win. So it was almost freeing to know that you weren't holding the lead. You had to, you had to hit onto every green. You had to go for every pin, even if water was super in play, going for it. So it was almost freeing to get to play that way. And I remember just that the vibe was kind of different. That first game to start that run was against Team Canada. It was my birthday. And I dressed like a clown to go there. They gave us these giant Team USA onesies, so I just wore a onesie to the game. Like it was like my walk-in outfit.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So yeah, like just kind of that. Maybe I set the tone. Like we're just here to have fun now, boys. Like because even with all 3 wins, I think there was a chance that if other games went the wrong way for us, like we still could have been eliminated. So we had some fortunate breaks there. So it's one of those, looking back, you realize like luck happens by design, like with all the practice and effort and things you put in. Like, sure, we got lucky, but we also had to win 3 games to like get into the good spot. So I guess looking back, you kind of realize how, sometimes things can just work out in your favor or absolutely against it. So embracing that moment is so important because it might never come around again. Especially now, like I wish I was in Italy right now. So looking back and getting to like kind of remember the 2 Olympics I made and how amazing it was and how, nothing's guaranteed in sports. And it was such a privilege and such a exhilarating, like, obviously game to win. You just maybe at the time and right after it, you don't take it for granted, but it's also like, you just did this. But now after the fact, and I'm 36 now, I don't know how much curling I got left. I don't know if I'll even have another Olympic opportunity. So like knowing that it's means so much more. Like the older you get, I feel like it's even become more important to me.
Yeah.
You're
like, I did that. That's
more appreciation.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well, it's pretty cool, mate, to be honest with you. When it's incredible stuff.
Do you have the medal handy anywhere by chance?
Yeah.
Is it in your golf bag?
Of course I do. Well, and you're right. I'm a Kira, so of course I was going to have my gold medal ready.
Yes.
Oh, she's a beauty, mate.
Yeah, the ribbon's seen better days, but the medal itself.
That's pretty awesome, mate.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it heavy?
That's
over a pound. I think it's 1 pound, like 6 ounces.
Same as your ankle weights, Kira.
At the time, it was a heavy gold medal.
That's pretty cool, mate.
Another common misconception: they're not solid gold.
I've heard this.
Yeah, they haven't made a solid gold one since the 80s.
Why? They should be.
I feel like it should be gold if it's a gold medal.
So I got an explanation. I don't know if this is official or real, but if it was solid gold, this medal would be $100,000, right? Something like that. Crazy expensive. Its material value would be greater than its collector's value. So the idea was that if they make Olympic medals worth less than $1,000 at the time that they're made, if they were worth less than $1,000, it's probably still worth it to not melt it down. Like it might be worth $2,000, like an Olympic medal. Right. So at least they'd never get destroyed. And that was the fear, is if you keep making solid gold pieces, they stolen and melted.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
So yeah, they were like, it's worth more. It's more valuable as a collector's item. So like, there's no reason to ever lose them or destroy them.
This sounds like something they're just telling people to make them feel better about the fact.
Yeah, maybe it is solid gold, but they tell us it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this,
you've got 100 grams there, mate.
Because it's actually silver. Like, so it's not like worthless. 99% of this metal is silver. It's just plated in gold.
I didn't. That was good. I actually have heard all this, but I hadn't heard it explained like that. So, I don't know. You just would think it would be gold, wouldn't you? But there you have it.
Well, it still looks great. She's beautiful.
It looks awesome. Yeah. Honestly, mate, like that, I'm very jealous. That was the one thing that I really wanted.
And if I'm ever lucky enough to hit it inside your shot, I am going to drop that.
No, absolutely.
And we're going to see how well you play.
Absolutely. Yeah.
With a gold medal in your line.
Yeah. Okay.
Over it.
Yeah.
Moving it one medal left or right.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that. You can't move it. So I can't ask you to move it. And then I think that would be a good game. Old school, like they used to back in the olden days. To chip it over everything. So yeah, that'd be fun. Definitely. No, that'd be awesome, mate. But again, honestly, a massive congrats. Like you're in, the top 0.01% who has a gold medal. And I think it's pretty awesome. So, and I also love your style. I love, your personality and what you bring to the sport. And, some people might not think curling is the coolest thing, but you definitely make it cooler. So, we really appreciate it, mate. You've been fantastic.
Thank you. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm sure all the Danielles of the world that listen to our show are going to be so excited to learn about curling and tune in.
Yeah.
The girlies love curling.
All right, go USA curling. Go USA at the Olympics. Have fun, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you, mate.
Bye.
Bye.